Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. Hey Capricorn, this is your December 2017 general reading. I've already shuffled and laid the cards out in a Celtic crossbreed using the Goddess Tarot by Chris Wilder. So we're just going to dive straight in. At the bottom of the deck straight away, we have the gorgeous Princess of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in the standard tarot deck. In this deck, it's all about beauty, gracefulness, love, fully being self-loving and nurturing and compassionate and inspiring other people to these traits. So the Knight of Cups is also that Romeo, that offer of love. So it could be someone coming to you with an offer of love this month. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or you could have one of those water signs in your charts, Capricorn. At the heart of your reading is the High Priestess. So you're really trusting your intuition this month. You're really wise, you're all-knowing, you're tapping into that feeling that all is known, and it's about just sitting back and being passive and allowing that knowing to gently permeate your life in that really beautiful, soft way. So really trusting the flow of whatever guidance you're giving and moving along gently with it. But crossing this is a sense of disappointment and disillusionment within an intimate relationship. So it's really focusing on loss and concentrating on problems rather than, what you do have going on in your life, Capricorn, It's a desire to move away from this, though. Look, she's covering herself up. She's feeling looks very sad and kind of depressed. And it's a sense of pessimism, glass half empty rather than glass half full, It can also signify a creative block. There's no flow because there's a focus on emotions and sadness and putting energy there rather than into beautiful creative passions. The unconscious energy around you is the Four of Pentacles. In the standard deck, this is kind of the miser card. But it sort of feels a little bit different in this deck. It sort of feels like, she's worked really hard for what she's created, and she's really proud of her accomplishments and what she's done for herself. And she might be holding tightly to them, or it could be a sense of saving for something, protecting what she has. It also can be not just about money, it's just holding your thoughts and your ideas close to your chest, like not expressing your whole self, keeping little bits of, mystery and little bits of yourself, holding things close to your chest. That's unconscious for you. So now it's conscious. I've put it out there. I've let you know that this could be influencing you this month of December, Capricorn. Consciously, there's a sense of artistic mastery. Allowing those inspired thoughts and ideas, bringing them into full fruition and creating, you're able to live from your creative ideas, and it's just that sense of mastery, and you're able to lead from example. This is real leadership. This is fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So this could be someone consciously in your life influencing you, or you have fire in your chart, and this is you. This is really consciously focusing on mastering your own creative passion and focusing your ideas into full fruition. So old patterns is the Prince. So so you've got, this is happening for you now, and this is the old pattern. So you've really matured into that king of fire. But this is also important communication. So some communications come through for you, as has come through in the past, and sort of fired you up a little bit. But was that sense of passion and creative desire, was that focused? Maybe not. Was it practical? Maybe not. because you seem to have, you seem to have got to this energy now. This is conscious. You're consciously focusing on these energies now. Yes, it's kind of an inexperienced energy, so you're moving away from this, and you're moving into complete emotional fulfillment. This is new. This is all the new things that are flowing for you this December. It's happiness, it's joy, it's joyful completion, it's, great emotional satisfaction, it's endurance and beautiful intimate love relationships, expansion. This is the happily ever after card. So how are you seeing yourself this month? There's a sense of needing, being quite introspective, needing solitude, needing time out, detaching from everyday life, just taking a break from anything stressful going on in your life. And December can be full on for some people. I mean, if you really get into that whole holiday materialism, buy, gotta have this, gotta have everything a certain way, you don't want that this month. You want just to be on your own and just to regain balance. Yeah, so that's how you're feeling. How others are seeing you and at the moment, maybe they're seeing you as kind of confused, that you're lacking sort of clear insight, kind of being a bit flighty. And maybe you're blaming, people around you might see you as blaming others, and because your own inner stuff, your own sense of self-recrimination and rejection within yourself, and so that's being projected out to others. Instead of taking full personal responsibility and power over your own sense of knowledge, like being clear, like this obviously will help you become clear and regain balance, but this is how others are seeing you. So maybe this is before you had that sense of needing to do this. So I mean, it's not hard with a lot of, it's negative thinking, like it's allowing the sword to pierce you, or allowing the sword to slice through and create a clear path, like slicing through lantana. We have a lot of lantana around the native bush, and creating a clear path with the sword, rather than impaling yourself on the sword. I mean, there's a clear difference there, and it's in reverse. So what are you doing? What are your thoughts doing? Are they helping you or hindering you? And your hopes and fears this month is a sense of rebirth after a long-term struggle and pain. There's been understanding gained from this experience. This could have been a lifetime of pain that you've been dealing with, and this is your hopes and fears. So you're hoping to move away from this. You're hoping not to be engulfed, keep having those thoughts going through your head about what was done to you. It's this energy, getting stuck in the emotion of the pain, and thoughts creating the emotions. So are you allowing yourself to rebirth after a long-term struggle and pain, and with the understanding and wisdom of what that experience taught you? Or are you getting stuck there? Are you allowing for the rebirth? Are you allowing this cycle to end, this cycle of pain to end? Because this energy is saying you're sort of, your thoughts, because swords are thoughts and mind, and our thoughts create our emotions. I mean, it's really easy to see when we're off track, because our emotions, whatever emotions come up, you get a clear understanding of, oh my God, what have I been thinking? So there's a sense is, are you allowing this to end? Are you allowing this pain to end? And your final outcome is saying, yeah, there's movement, there's quick, energetic movement. So maybe you're moving away from this energy. You're moving away from these energies. You're moving here. You're moving to this gorgeous energy. You've allowed yourself to go inward and to gain clarity. Not to blame others outside of yourself, just to get complete, clear understanding on your own. And this is creating that fiery, passionate movement so you can get here. So you can master this fire. You can focus it to where you want it to go, to create this happily ever after. So this could be important communication coming through, so you gain the clarity you need, because there's a cloudiness here. there's confusion. You don't really know what's going on. Like, this could be to do with, you know, emotions, like feeling like you're really disillusioned with an intimate relationship with the Five of Cups being there. So there's, you know, unknown information that's finally released that makes sense. So this is what this, and so you'll be able to turn that up this way. You know, it's releasing from uncertainty. So that's your final outcome. That's beautiful, Capricorn. So let's just pull Spirit Messages card by John Holland, just to get further clarity here. So it's about trusting your intuition this month to lead you to that sense of clarity. And we've got a father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. But straight away I'm getting a feeling, but what if this father relationship caused you a lot of pain? What if your father has passed on and you're still stuck in this emotion of that? You're still stuck in what you've lost. You know, fathers are only human. I have a belief that we choose who our parents are before we come through for the lessons we're supposed to learn. So what have you learned from your relationship with your father? Have you gained wisdom from it, or are you still stuck in the emotion of what happened with your relationship, whether your father has passed or whether there was some emotional loss as a child that has kept you in a sort of a state of pain? So however it fits, but that just totally come through for me then. So, I mean, it's only going to resonate with a few people, but, you know, fathers are human. And, you know, they're on their path of learning too. And I believe we choose these significant people in our lives for a reason. Show your support. And I'm going to read this one, 40. Take time to encourage a colleague, co-worker, family member, or friend. Be a strong shoulder or willing volunteer to run errands. Provide a safe space for another's concerns and blessings to be discussed, and be a good listener. Jump in on providing extra time. Sponsor someone else's work. Share in someone's success. All of nature continually shows us the value in creating a strong network. The trees provide shelter and support for many different inhabitants. We are a community, and when we support each other, everyone gains. This is, Nature's Whispers. Yeah. So there's no free flow of money here. This is holding tightly, so it's not really supporting. Sorry about that. There's a sense of really feeling into how beautiful it is to show your support for others. And when you do that, it takes the focus off your own emotional pain. So maybe you had some really, really trying past experiences with your father, and you haven't been able to move forward with that. There's still a sense, but this month, I think it's a time to maybe help others heal from their past pains and their past experiences with your father. And in doing so, it might help you gain your own sense of clarity. But really show your support. There's such beautiful energy in that giving out. You receive so much. Big love, gorgeous Capricorns. Thanks so much for being here. Have a gorgeous December and happy birthday. I'll see you soon. Bye.